Hi guys, today is day 2 of the sandwiches, and we're going to do grilled cheese. And we're not just going to do grilled cheese. We're going to do what I like to call gourmet grilled cheese. And that's what it is. I mean, basically it's a grilled cheese sandwich with different breads. Okay, so let's have a look at what my mise en place is going to be. I've got bacon, and I've got some turkey, so that's going to go in, that's going to go in one sandwich, that's going to go in another. I've got 3 different types of bread, right? And I've got, so this is a whole grain, right? This is a whole wheat made with quinoa and flaxseed. It's a swirled rye bread. And I've got a few tomatoes there for the grilled cheese and tomato sandwich. This is going to be for the, well, it's going to be like this. Grilled cheese and bacon is going with the cheddar. That's going with the grilled tomato. And the regular, I used to call it plastic cheese. I still do actually, but it's smooth. It's okay. It's rather inexpensive, and it's easy to keep. It stays forever because there's nothing real in it. I'm kidding. There is like 5% milk fat or something in here, but it makes a really nice sandwich. And my granddaughter just loves it. Okay, so that's what's going to go in my sandwich. So the one thing I've already started is I've started to butter all the breads. Okay, I'm going to butter them on the outside. So I just got one more to do. Well, 2 more to do. You want to kind of get it evenly spread, but you don't need it thick on there. Right? You notice I started my bread down. I'm just going to do the last one. Okay, so here's how it's going to go. I'm going to start all my sandwiches with their bread with the butter side down. Now if I wanted any condiments on this would be the time to do it. If I would say I was going to do mustard or something like that, it would be the time to do it. So, this is the tomato. I've got 2 nice slices of grilled on there. And I'm going to put my tomato down. And I'm just going to salt and pepper it a little bit. Just because it's tomato and it should be. Now that one's done, so I'm going to start building this one. Next one I'm going to do is I'm going to do my grilled cheese with regular cheddar. Sorry, let me get that out of the way. And I'm just going to start that one. And it's going to get bacon. Now, not a lot of bacon. Well, maybe 2 slices. If you round this all out. And the last one's going to get the plastic cheese. Make sure you pull this off. And a couple of slices of turkey or chicken, whatever cold meat you have. You can do ham, you can do whatever you want in here. And I'm going to put my last piece on. Okay. Now you can probably, you can't smell them, but I can smell them. They're starting to grill up quite nicely. You can't get underneath that. There we go. You can see I've got a nice color on that one. Pan's a little high. Now they're not burnt, folks, they're just a little crispy because of the coloring of the bread and what's in the bread. Okay. Now I'm just going to let them cook up, heat through a little bit more. Turn my heat down a little bit. One of the things I've always talked about this when I talk about when I talk about sandwiches at school. Sandwiches were invented by the Earl of Sandwich, which was a county in London or in England. Okay, and this guy really liked to gamble, right? So he wouldn't leave at the gambling table to get up and eat when it was time to eat. He would just gamble. Guess he had a bit of an addiction. So I guess what happened was he would have his minions build him a sandwich or build him all this stuff and stick it between bread, and that's virtually, story goes, how the sandwich was invented. So anyway, this doesn't take very long. This is going to be probably a short video today. Growing up, we always had what I call fake cheese. So that's kind of why it's in my sandwich today, because it kind of brings back a lot of memories. Okay, and tomato soup. I always had tomato soup. Canned tomato, Campbell's tomato soup. I love it. I still do it, although we're not having soup today. So there's one done. There's two done. There's three done. I'm just going to turn this off. Now, sandwiches are not a hard thing to decorate. But always think about this, even if you're eating for yourself or you're making this for your family, right? You want to do the presentation nicely. So you want to make sure that everything looks good on the plate. I've always talked about presentation, and if we were in the kitchen at school, I would insist on it, right? So, it doesn't take a lot, right? It's just a little simple, make it look a little presentable. Ooh. Nice and gooey. All right. You just see that cheese has a really smooth melting point. So that's the fake cheese, but it looks incredible. It's Velveeta, so I guess everything goes good with Velveeta. But anyhow. So, glass of milk, a bowl of tomato soup, your supper's done. We're probably going to have salad or another grilled cheese. It all depends on how it goes. It's a comfort food that I just love and we don't eat a lot of because we try to stay away from a lot of bread. But that's kind of gone down the pike with this COVID thing. So anyway, until tomorrow, remember, somebody loves you. It's just not me.